She spent $60 on her new Crocs with gold charms. Does it get any more cringe than that? What's up, guys? It's Devin Harrington, the average Gen Xer, and welcome back to my channel where I am still recovering from 4 broken ribs and a partially collapsed lung. So if you hear me kind of huffing and puffing, I'm still working on that lung. I fell off my horse, in case you're wondering. But none of that really matters because I have missed another week of Alexandra Rodriguez. And she has been up to her normal dirty tricks, which include being gross in her vlogs, as well as being nasty in her vlogs, as well as being her usual gluttonous self in her vlogs, eating things that a bariatric patient should not eat, let alone a pregnant woman who has a high-risk pregnancy, and as usual, being fake in her vlogs. This is her latest thumbnail. This is not what her face looks like. And if you have just stumbled across this video and are wondering why the hell do I care about some YouTuber who's 20 years younger than I am and what she's doing on her personal channel, there is a growing line of thinking that platforms like YouTube, but any other platform that you can monetize your content on, if you are a weight loss channel, a beauty vlogger, fashion, anything to do with your appearance, you should not be able to just alter your appearance to look better without saying that you have. And I think eventually we will get there as far as regulations, but there's a deeper meaning behind me snarking on Alexandra Rodriguez. She happens to fucking piss me off personally because of the way she is, but I'm not the only one. So I've had a couple of subs request some more Reddit reactions regarding Alex, and I am here to please. So let's get to it. But first, on every video on this channel, I beg and plead with all animal lovers out there, please consider looking up the website of your local animal shelter or rescue because they need volunteers and fosters. I guarantee it. This is my little Ella Fitzgerald. She is what's called a Schipperke, which is a Belgian breed developed to catch rats on ships. And so she needs a job, and her job is to fetch the ball, She was one of 50 dogs seized in a hoarding case, and she was one of the most traumatized, so she's getting there. She lets me pick her up now without a fuss, and she's doing okay, but I don't know if she will ever be the happy, smiling pup that presents so well to the public. Not every animal is like that. They all have a past unique to them, just like humans. So we need to give them the grace, as the kids like to say these days, but really just give them the time to learn that not all humans are bad. If you ever come across a pup like her, she is absolutely able to be saved. She's a good girl, So if you love animals, please consider fostering or volunteering on site for your local animal shelter, and you can do your little part to help save the world. Do it for the animals. Thanks. Okay, so the big news this week for Alex was that her alleged best friend, Lily, here on the left, had her baby shower. And apparently Alex did some stuff for that. I don't know if she did all the decor, probably not, but she did make some charcuterie cups for the guests, during which she did not wear gloves and picked her nose and ears. But I digress. So here's Lily looking radiant. I have not been watching Alex long enough to remember her friend group from when she first started. I know she's had friends that have come and gone over the years in her vlogs, and obviously not everybody wants to be on camera, but I think this girl, Lily, she and Alex have been tight for a long time. As you can see, Lily is quite a bit smaller than Alex and has a very noticeable pregnancy bump. And Alex, being the size that she is, does not have a noticeable bump. And we all can tell that Alex is very upset by this. She's kind of obsessed about it. She just wants to be seen to be pregnant. It's not about being a mother or a parent or raising children. It's about being seen to be a pregnant lady. I mean, she just wants that. And I suppose every woman wants that. If you want to be pregnant, you want to, you want all the perks that come with pregnancy. But This picture is, I'm not an expert in filters or anything, but this is not what Alex looks like, okay? This, you can see she's blurred out her double chin here. Okay, so this is Alex when she had the baby shower when she was pregnant the first time with Anderson, and this is Lily. And look how slim Lily is. She's lovely. And look at the size of Alex next to Lily. Now I realize Alex is more front facing to the camera, but you get the idea, okay? So then you come back to the current day where Alex is pregnant with her second child. Lily is pregnant with her first, as far as I know. And look how much different Alex looks standing next to Lily. Who knows what kind of Photoshop is on here, but the point, let's not lose track of the point, is that Alex lies all the time, and lies about the filter use. And that has been her most recent, most egregious lies. I mean, who knows what else she lies about? She appears to have the personality that needs to tell lies just to feel like she's knows something other people don't. I don't know. Anyway, Advanced Diver 4941 posted this. Lily looks pregnant and radiant. Dukes looks terrible. Well, first of all, Dukes doesn't look like this. They call her that for Dukers because she called her baby Mr. Dukers because he pooped a lot as a baby. What is wrong with this girl? Yeah, so she's, she made herself a lot smaller than she is. I think she might have made herself fucking shorter than she actually is. Anyway, Advanced Diver did not say anything about this picture, but Obscure TV quote, "The fact Alex made herself look 10 pounds heavier than Lily is a crime. Alex is such a fat piece of shit." Anson 73, Rodriguez, POS. Yeah, and this is why people dislike Alex, because she uses all this tech to, alter her image. And good for her if she knows how to use it. But that's not what she looks like. And she was hawking that dress. She linked that yellow dress she was wearing. And people are buying that dress on the premise of if they're watching her content, they're clicking on her link, they want to help her out because she looks great in that dress. And she's a plus size person, so they're going to look just like her. And it's just falsification of credentials, basically. Professional Left. The way this... oh, I love you people of Reddit. The way this cunt edited her arms drives me to the wall. And how are her feet so small? She's so tiny, responded Obscure TV quote. And then Background Cup added this other picture here. Can I make this bigger? Now look at this picture. This is now inside the venue for Lily's baby shower. And if you're looking at their faces, Lily's got a genuine smile. It reaches her eyes. She's so excited to have her baby. She's got her hand on her belly, just looking happy to be there. And if you look at Alex's face, you don't have to be an FBI profiler to see that this girl, her smile does not reach her eyes. She looks a little like mean girly, like, yes, I'm here. She wore the same color dress as Lily. And Alex bought this dress a couple of weeks ago. She put it on one of her vlogs and said she was thinking about wearing it to the baby shower. So that's just very curious to me. She does not look like she is happy to be with her friend. When we saw Lily at Alex's first baby shower, granted, Lily was not pregnant, but it was all about Alex. And Lily had her hands on Alex's belly. And here, Alex just wants everybody to know that she's pregnant too, because she doesn't look pregnant, because she's just big. Anyway, Background Cup said, heavily edited Rodriguez. Like, I can't. She looks only slightly bigger than Lily here. And made her neck as thin as Lily's. Yeah, this is not what Alex looks like. She's got much more flesh under her chin. She made her shoulders all dainty here. Just egregious. And she wore that dress braless, which is giving one boob, is way bigger than the other due to her poor editing. That's true. Oh dear, Alex. Oh dear, oh dear. Suedehead88, LOL, and their arms are very similar in size here. She's ridiculous. Powder and Paint 14, one of her boobs is bigger than the other. Another reason that she should be wearing a bra. Brussels Sprout Pizza, Dookie's eyes are not smiling either. She honestly looks pissed off. Probably because she knows she'll have to spend 2 hours slimming herself down in Photoshop later after the picture was taken. OK Alfalfa, she might be gritting her teeth too, usually reserved for Anderson. And Federal Shame commented, and yet Lily does not seem to acknowledge Duker's filtering. Dukers, you should be ashamed of yourself. Truly. Yeah. I mean, she's made herself the same size as as this girl, this slim little thing, when she's pregnant. This is not what Alex looks like. And in between this baby shower, Alex's first, and this baby shower, Alex supposedly lost 50 pounds. And now she looks like she's lost 150 pounds since last year. I mean, it's ridiculous. If you had a weight loss channel and you actually lost that much weight, wouldn't you be all over your vlogs about it? Okay, and here are the charcuterie cups in question. Strawberry Bliss posted this. This is why Alex has nobody in her life except Nasty Nancy, that's her mom, putting Aldi cheap tortilla chips with Chomps beef sticks and cubed cheese in paper cups for her so-called best friend's baby shower. Absolutely unforgivable. Shaking my head, so tacky and zero effort. Yeah, Alex made that putting these crappy things together content for her vlog. So, and all the shit that she bought for those cups is all a tax write-off because she made a vlog about it. So yeah, that is about as cheap as it gets, considering that she surely could afford to get some cute, already made stuff from a bakery or, something with a little bit more effort. But she had to make content, so it's basically free shit. With the money that Alex has, she could have had Lily's baby shower catered, exactly. Or at least buy something that looks nicer than whatever this thrown together mess is. Buying cheap chips, jerky, and cheese, and then trying to dress it up is just proving that Alex is well aware of how low effort and cringe this is. When it comes to herself, she has to have the very best. She spent all that time making banana pudding cups to perfection just for her and Yar. Damn, you see the size of that thing she made? But this is what she gives Lily at her baby shower for her first child. Yeah, that's like deli meat, that chomp stuff. Aren't pregnant women not supposed to eat deli meat? I don't know. What do I know about it? She goes on, I would never speak to her again. Alex's jealousy and narcissism towards Lily being pregnant is so obvious. This was an intentional sabotage to try to ruin Lily's baby shower. Alex wanted to make it tacky on purpose. She is a slithering, backstabbing snake. Now, that is that poster's opinion, and everything on this channel that I say is simply my humble opinion on my humble channel, but she's not wrong. I really feel like Alex could have gotten some nice catering in there, but that wouldn't make content. And she made a vlog about putting this crap together. I mean, look, she's got fruit in there with beef jerky and chocolate. That is just, no. Professional Ring 72. Notice whenever she's doing something for Anderson or her friends, it's Aldi, dollar store. But for her, it's Whole Foods, Anthropology, etc. And the OP said, she literally spent less than $20 on this. I would be so angry if I were her so-called best friend. She spent $60 on her new Crocs with gold charms. Does it get any more cringe than that? But she can't splurge on her friend that she's known since elementary school for her special day? She would have been blocked after this if that were my bestie. Yeah, sad. Kelly Cal said, I feel like she did this because it makes it easier for her to take all the leftovers home for herself to have a feast. That too, I thought of that as well. Although, isn't it like tradition that the person who's being celebrated takes all the crap home with them. I don't know. But yeah, I really feel like Alex chose to do that so she could get a video out of it. And she thinks it's creative and it makes her some money. And that way, because she made a video with it, she can write her $20 worth of crap off. Oh, she's just exhausting, like all narcissists. And speaking of narcissists, what do you know? Strawberry Bliss 90 posted this a couple of days ago regarding the baby shower. A narcissist is never truly happy for anyone in their life. Her pics with Lily are smug and her smile isn't genuine. And she's talking about these two pictures here on the top. The bottom pics, however, was her reaction to the banana pudding. And look at the difference. It's really, really noticeable. And that is the type of thing that if you're pretty far down the narcissistic spectrum, like they don't know how to read facial expressions like that, body language. And I'm not a professional. I'm not a psychologist. I'm nothing. I'm expert in nothing. But you can see the difference here. You can see the tightness of her eyes, of her face when she's there with Lily, because it's not about her. And the narcissist cannot handle not being the center of attention. It's just what they do. And so here she is when it is all about what she's going to get to eat. Banana pudding. Ugh, gross. So Strawberry Bliss said, the only thing that Alex ever shows true happiness over is food. Her pics with Lily look scary to me. That's the face of a psychopath. It's all in her eyes. That is super creepy. She is not excited to celebrate her friend at all. I agree. I mean, humans can read humans unless you're that far down the narcissist spectrum that you can't, and so you're just imitating what you see. And it's just plain on her face. She does not look genuinely excited to be there for Lily. And the most obvious reason why would be because Lily is slim and has a very obvious pregnant belly and is a cute pregnant lady, and Alex is much heavier, and it's not real obvious that she's pregnant. And she doesn't like that. She doesn't like the attention not going to her. Data Aggravating said Lily more than likely was supported by real friends and had a genuine baby bump. The OP, Alex is seething. GGO321, it's so true. In vlogs, when she talks about food, she is over the moon excited. When she talks about her son, not so much. And the OP responded, it shows all over her face. She is enraged that Lily is pregnant and she cannot hide it. I wish a body language expert would analyze this, because her dark eyes and that forced, tightly clenched smile says a lot. Scared Insect said, yeah, I'd love to see the behavior panel on YouTube react to her. Oh my God, so would I. Love those guys. If you are at all fascinated by body language and the science of reading people, check out the behavior panel. It's like 4 different guys who are they're experts in various aspects of body language. Check it out. But yeah, I would totally love to see them react to an Alex vlog. Something to Say Too said, so damn filtered too. And Data Aggravating, that smug face and head sure shrunk for Lily's shower. Yeah, it did. But I mean, look at the shape of her face. These pictures on the bottom here are from her vlog. So they're like stills from video where the filtering is not the same, or the Photoshop is not the same, or whatever. Like I said, I'm not an expert. Any techies out there that can explain this, please do. But look at her and look at this person. Do these people know each other? Are they related? I don't know. And finally, as the week went on, we got this gem where Alex was flying down the highway with her seatbelt undone, or at least the shoulder part undone, eating and vlogging. And it looks like her husband is driving, but still, she's pregnant and not wearing a seatbelt properly, which is just stupid. Anyone that doesn't wear their seatbelt properly is asking for trouble. Um, Prudent Tonight said this bee. Is she too fat, or does she really not care about her baby? She's not wearing her seatbelt properly. And I always look, I mean, you can barely see her husband Yar here, but Yar's like a regular sized dude, maybe 5'10-ish, 5'9", getting up there close to 200. And she takes up so much of more of this Tesla seat, and her bulk is just really noticeable. And yet look at her flawless skin. Her face shape looks different than it does in other parts stills from the vlog. There's just way too much trickery going on here, and it should be updated in YouTube's terms of service. Powder and Paint said, possibly both. Of course she's eating, so that's her main priority. Prudent Tonight responded, she can't double fist bagels with her arm restricted. Oh, that's true. Background Cup, this entire segment was rage bait, I'm convinced. Federal Shame, she said she was going to try a little of the bagel Yar was eating from, and then she crammed it in her mouth. Down the hatch. Nothing dainty about her. Zesty close bit. Yeah, she has it tucked under her arm. Food first, safety last. All the X weight. It looks like it isn't being worn at all, as it's twisted and without tension. What a great role model. But, food is bigger, more important than safety. Prudent Tonight, I think it's around her belly, which is the worst place for all that force to be if they got in an accident. Yes, I mean, that's just irresponsible. Because why is she not wearing the seatbelt? Why would she, let's give her the benefit of the doubt and say she's got it buckled. Why would you undo the shoulder thing? There is literally no reason to undo it unless either A, it's broken, or B, you're too fat to wear it. What is she doing? And last of all, I just wanted to reiterate that if you looked like this when you were pregnant with your first child, and then you looked like this after you had your first child and he was big enough to put him in a porch swing. I mean, she's pretty hefty looking here, huh? But then, not that much long afterwards, she looks like this, pregnant with her second child. I mean, look at her. She looks fucking great. If you had made the lifestyle changes to go from this to this in a very short time, and you had a YouTube channel that made money off weight loss, wouldn't you be all talking about it and telling your people what you did? Because look how good she looks. Look at her delicate shoulders and her face shape. I mean, her face is slimmed down, and she just looks great. You can't even tell. She looks like, I mean, if I was looking at this picture, I'd guess maybe like 180, maybe? I don't know. Would you say this person weighs 180? I mean, I think she looks more than 280 here. So what is going on, Alexandra? And why do you keep lying about it? And that is what I have for you today, guys. So let me know in the comments what you think about all this. And by all this, I mean Alex's blatant use of Photoshop, etc., and lying about it. And how long can it go on for? It's just really leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Anyway, I thank you so much for stopping by to hear me talk shit on the internet. And as always, I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much.